Technology, and Shane Labrash, Conservation and Demand Management Programs Officer at Hydro Ottawa. Good morning to both of you, and thanks for coming in.
Good morning.
Okay, so Rebecca, let's start with you. What is the Energy Management Program?
So really it's a program that is an 8-month targeted training where we bring in people that already have a previous credential, whether it's a diploma or a degree, and we give them experience in how to do data analysis, understand demand and conservation and consumption, and then they can take that targeted training and help a business understand their energy usage and their energy profile.
Shane, and this is an important program for roles like what you're in at Hydro Ottawa.
That's exactly what I do on a day-to-day basis, but even though I work for utility, the role or what she just described doesn't exclusively happen inside utilities. Businesses all across multiple industries, so commercial and property management, industrial, agricultural facilities, they're all going to be looking for exactly what she just described. Energy is an extremely high cost to the bottom line of many of these industries, next to labor. So controlling it is important. It can be very lucrative if you're able to curb as much of the energy as possible in the form of gas, water, or actual electricity. So business should be investing in these types of things and looking for as many talented and intelligent people in the industry is going to benefit all of us.
So there's jobs out there for this program.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be a booming industry. It's just getting started, quite frankly.
Who should apply for this?
Really anybody. On the face of it, you'd think it was an engineer.
Yeah.
But we have examples of school teachers, people who may have a background in the arts, and they come in and as long as they can understand how to use the systems and how to crunch the data, they can be really successful. And the whole goal is being able to sell yourself and sell energy and why energy consumption is really important.
And so far you've had roughly 15 grads of this program. It's relatively new. This is the third season for this program?
Yeah, it's our third intake.
Okay.
And we've had really small groups. We don't want to graduate more people than we have jobs for. But at the same point, we want to make sure that we're bringing in lots of people both locally and internationally so that we can spread the message of why energy management is really important.
What's some of the feedback you're getting on the program from those who have accomplished it?
Actually, most of them have been hired by industry and in the Ottawa area. So a lot of them have stayed very local. And as we've partnered with Hydro Ottawa on a lot of different projects. And each student, I should mention, does a project as part of their credential. So they're already partnered up with an industry partner. And so oftentimes the partner says, wow, there's a huge advantage here. Wow. I'm going to go ahead and hire this person.
So many fields change over time, but is this the kind of program, Shane, that if you get into this program, you can be adaptable to changes in this industry as it evolves in the next decade, 2 decades?
There is absolutely no doubt about that. I didn't come from energy management, but I've been doing this for 7 years, and I see myself doing this for the rest of my life. Not necessarily in the role that I have now, but there are so many offshoots that have opened, or that doors that have opened for just me, myself in my career. I could see that exactly what you're describing being the case for many people.
And so let's say a 15, 17-year-old is at home watching and they're not sure when they finish high school what they want to go to post-secondary education for. What would be their interests that would make them an ideal candidate for a program? Like, what were you interested in that made you want to go into this kind of field?
So it's a good question. It doesn't really matter what you think your own personal skill set is. I think just about anything you're good at applies to this particular field. So if you're good at sales, as Rebecca described, the most important part of energy management is being able to sell your project and make it lucrative for the person across the table from you. So if you're good at that, or you like having those types of conversations, there's employment for you. If you like crunching numbers and doing math or analyzing data, there's a ton of positions that people are looking to be able to fill. So it doesn't really matter what your interest is. You'll be able to find a career in this particular industry.
Good stuff. The program's there. The jobs are there. It's a win-win at the end for everyone. Rebecca, Shane, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's turn things over now to Henry.
Well, thanks a lot, Annette. Well, the Ottawa Food Bank is hoping you'll think about those in need as you grocery shop for your Easter dinner. Well, the annual spring food drive is underway, and this morning we are joined by the Executive Director, Michael Maitman of the Ottawa Food Bank. Michael, it's always a pleasure to see you. Now, Christmas season has came and gone, and I know a lot of people always tend to focus on Christmas as a time to give to